Listen to me and shut up. This is the path of truth. That's right, I'm talking to you from behind bars. They won't let me out of here. I'm in a cell. They're supposed to, your judge said this, and they're trying to appeal, and they lawyer, and I can't believe it because of my brains. It's all because of my brains, and I want to be able to do what I gotta do, even if it's by the telephone. Even if it's by the phone, I don't care. You know, I got messages for you. I've been getting messages all the time, trying to tell me something. This prison is for the birds. I've been in bigger jails than this. You know what you should call? Because I still hear it from where I am. And I still hear your voices while I'm here. But you can call 562-396-5594 and you can tell me a little something about how you have been affected. How your brains have been affected. I know everyone's brains are affected in some way by all of the hooblobs. 562-396-5594. I know where my tub is. You don't know where your tub is. Telling me something like this. I've been in here too long. I had my phone privileges restricted for the longest time, and now here I am. Oh, thank you, Your Honor. Oh, thank you. Now I can do my show again. They try to stop me from having this show. I'm text 5581. You better listen to me and shut up. I know the path of truth, especially now. Oh, they got you locked up. Yeah, why they locked? I'll tell you why they locked me up. I was doing my thing, you know that. I was speaking my truth in the parking lot of the CVS, and I was handing out pamphlets talking about how I know what's going on. Listen, behind these bars, I knew because St. Victor the First, right? He was a pope. He was the first pope born from Africa. And he spoke to me. St. Victor said, hey man, I know who the new pope is going to be. I knew our new pope was going to be from America. Of course, I saw it coming. You know why? Because they were all in my brains. They were all in my brains. Pope John Paul II, Saint Pontian. He was back in the 18th century, and he's talking to me from Rome. Saint Fabian. You think I didn't hear Saint Fabian trying to tell me some stuff about our new Pope being American? Saint Stephen the First. Saint Felix the First. How about that Pope? Saint Innocent the... How about Saint Zosimus? Saint Boniface, he was the one that told me, hey, you better watch. They all told me. You see, I saw the black smoke on the TV screen. They got a TV screen hanging up in the corner. I was in CVS parking lot just telling everybody about my brains. They didn't want to hear this months ago. I've been locked up unjustifiably just because they're afraid of my brains. Can y'all imagine that, please? Please, the path of truth is something that's just not good. My parents left me in a large size refrigerator cardboard box. They just left me right side of the school. My friends used to have to bring me notes from their school. And here I am hearing Jesus. Hearing the Prophet Muhammad all in my head. All in my head. Joseph. Duke Ellington, everyone just talking to my brains. But I know what they all told me and they all agree upon it. You gotta find your tub. I'm telling you, you have got to find your tub. In the Middle East, we each have a tub. We rest in it while the world collapses all around us. We're gonna be fine. This ain't about, listen, it ain't about faith. It ain't about security rooms. Okay, it's not, you're not gonna perish if you did X, Y, Z. As long as you're in your tub. Now, St. Gregory the Great, he was Roman. And he was put in as a pope. And he served as the pope for 13 years, 191 days. 9 plus 2, 11. 1311. That's his real last name. You understand that, right? I'm Tex 5581. Extraterrestrials have given us our own real, actual last names. They'll tell you that stuff. That's old news to me. I knew that Pope was going to be American. I knew it. Man, if I weren't here, I would be going out there and just going to Vegas. They got me in a CVS jail cell here in the back of the joint. They're holding me back here for months now. I'm in the CVS jail, not even a regular county jail. I've been alone, staring at the Sudafed. Listen to me and shut up. This is the path of truth. I'm Tex 5581. I know what's going on because I hear everybody and everything and all them spirits and all those deities and doilies in my brains. Brains are very powerful. Mine just happens to be super powerful and a beacon of light for everyone to speak into them. I can't believe it. Now only a few people are sticking by my side. They lost hope and faith, but I know they'll be back. I know they're gonna come right back when I get out of here. They let me out of this CVS hell. That's what it is, hell. And I've heard from people in hell. They go right in my brains. You think I'm kidding? I'm telling you the truth. This is the path to truth. You see what's going on now with China and Palestine and Israel and Nairobi, New Zealand? They're all doing it now. Stephen II, remember that Pope? He was in my brain saying, you see how crazy all these wars are? It didn't have to be that way. Just find your tub. You gotta find your tub out in the Middle East. I know where mine is. I know where mine is. This is the path of truth and you gotta find it. You gotta find it. It's in my brains. I already know it. I already know it. And once they tipped over the box and they let me out, I knew I was on a mission and I was given opportunities to share my brains and everything else with everyone I know. From picnics, I'll go to a picnic. You remember what happened last time I went to a picnic? They got real mad. All I do is upset people by telling the truth. My grandpops was the only one, although even he was nasty about it. He saw that I had the red. He saw it. He called them red flags. Red flags. Oh, you. He was telling my parents, you better watch out for this one. But then to me, he would say, oh, wow, you're so gifted. Tell me what so-and-so says. Ask me to, oh, yeah. Yeah, use your grandson to be the beacon of truth into my brains. My grandfather didn't even realize his true last name was 1138. St. Paul. St. Paul. Everyone be talking to my brains, you know that? And I've learned that I can appeal all day. They ain't never gonna let me out of this CVS as long as they know that I've been hearing things in my brains. Now I know there are lots of concerns happening across this country right now. And what do? They're locking up the one person that can connect it all together. No one gives me that opportunity. I've been handing out pamphlets and then they stopped me. I was over at that dollar store handing out all my things and just talking. I have all my followers, not followers. No. I don't. They're listeners. I have listeners around me listening to my stories. I got plenty of stories in my brain. Still don't believe me, man. And they still don't believe it. And they still don't believe it, buddy. What I'm trying to say. You better call 562-396-5594. That's 562-396-5594. What are you waiting for? You can call. I'm still checking my messages. You think I'm not checking my messages, right? Right? That's what John the 8th told me. He's another pope. Tell you. He served for 6 years, 341 days. What's 4 plus 3? Plus 1? 10. And what's 10 plus 6? 18, I told you. John the 8th was in my brains telling me all about the papal stories, all the papal stories. I knew he was going to be American. I knew it. I felt it. He never been American. 562-396-5594. That's why they keep me in here. That's why they're going to let me out soon. All the big stuff's already happening, so after it happens, they're going to let me go. You'll see. You'll see. That's the way it is. Now you can call me and you can leave messages. You can say anything you want. You can leave words of encouragement. I only recently received these rights to be able to do my show. I told him you're going to make me go crazy. I'm here by myself, but I got my brains. I'm hearing everyone outside. I can't speak to anyone outside. They said, okay, you can use the phone now, and I'm doing it right now. I have Reggie back at the ranch. He's just recording this, making this all possible. Thank you, Reggie. Thank you, Reggie. Thanks so much, Reggie. I know I got Veronica. I got Lisa in my corner. I know all y'all there. My listeners, they believe in what's happening in my brains. I can tell them. I hear their aunts, their uncles, their cousins, their parents, their own parents is in my brains. These prison guards can't stand me. They can't stand me because I hear everything that's in their CVS security guard brains. They don't even realize it. Folks, it's come to the point where I'm able. Now there's the big news. I am able to reach inside and I can glide through the brains. It's not so good just yet, but it's something I've learned, and I'm going to try and take advantage of that and proof this every night. I'm going to proof this. Practice and prove. Proof tests. I told you. I told you. They put me in a cardboard box. I told you. I have the aliens in my brains. That's all I know. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I know what's going on. Don't you want to know what's going on? Wouldn't it make sense for you and your family to know what's going on? I'll tell you what, before I landed myself here in the CVS jail, in the back of their store, they won't even let me out, I'm telling you. I was flying kites with special messages that the tails would carry. Listen to my brains. That's what one said, no one said. Path of truth. You know, and I paid these kids good money, $20 each, just fly these kites. Everyone's looking up, oh wow, them kids got the kites up real high. Wait, what's that say? And then boom, they got scared. That's not appropriate. You're going to scare the children with your brains. What's so scary about a path of truth? People don't know how to deal with stuff these days. I think it's scary for a lot of people to know that my brains are a beacon for all spirits. It doesn't matter if you're deceased, if you're alive. You can talk to my brains. I pick it up like it's a radio. You're thinking about pocketing that book at Barnes & Noble, yeah? I see it in my brains. It's too much. That's why I'm supposed to share it all. That's why Lisa, little Jimmy, all of them is with me. They want to listen. Don't you want to listen? That's why I'm doing this from the cell. That's why I'm on the phone doing this right now. Because technology is something else. That's because the path of truth is unstoppable. Listen to me, shut up. This is the path of truth. I'm text 5581. You already knew that. You knew that. I'm telling you, the food here is the worst. They just keep giving me old stuff that's off the shelf. Telling you. Age-old Easter candy. It's not even April. It's not April. April anymore. I've been hearing so long, I'm telling you, all because of my brains. You have to listen to me. You have to listen to me. Now, I hear all sorts of things. I hear your prophets. I hear your gods and goddesses. I hear everything and every faith that come to me. All the different peoples in those faiths, they're coming to me and they're speaking to me. And they're very prolific and they pontificate every point that they need to say, and they make it very clear in my brains. They can tell me anything they have, but you know my deal, I can't respond. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Just think about that and imagine that. I hear all these voices in my brains and I can't respond to them. I hear Jesus every other day. I hear Jesus. And a lot of what he tells me is confidential. A lot of what these people tell me is confidential. You think I'm going to tell you what Beethoven said the other day? Please. You think I'm going to share Helen Keller's things that she's up to? I know where these spirits are. They're talking to me. What's up, Amelia Earhart? I heard you last Wednesday. I have like Lindbergh babies speaking to me. I have people I don't even, what happened? People whose lives haven't finished. People whose lives aren't finished. People who are in the middle of their lives. They're all in my brain. And I can't respond. You know that. That's the path of truth. You cannot respond. You have to serve only as a beacon. And then it is your mouth that's responsible for getting it all out. And here I am, locked behind these CVS bars, like a shoplifter. I didn't shoplift nothing. I was out in the back passing out pamphlets and talking. Nope. The game has changed, folks. The game has changed. It making it very difficult for me to gotta do my thing, but you know what? That's on you, and you better find your tub. You better get that tub over in the Middle East. You know that's where it is. You know it's where it is. I don't know if yours is in Egypt, in Cairo. Over there in the Middle East, you know, like South Korea, you know, you got it over there. A lot of stuff is happening there. Brazil. All right there for your taking. You better go and find it. Qatar. Saudi Arabia, Israel. Yemen, your tub may be in Yemen. Your tub might be in Yemen. All these different faiths. You know what the funny thing is? It's all peace. They just want money. This is all about money and nasty. And it's in my brains. I have to listen to this and that. I wish I could respond. You know what I could do if I respond? I'd be like, hey, you better stop. You barking up the wrong brains. That's why you have to share the truth. It's up to you. You have to share the path of truth. I can only do so much here. They're going to let me go soon. But that's still not enough. I got Reggie helping me out. He's helping me out right now. You gotta keep in touch. You gotta subscribe. You gotta share this word. I'm talking about God. I'm talking about Muhammad. Allah. Allah. In my brains. All the different faiths. Muslimism, Judaism, Catholicism, Christianities. That's all my brains. Hinduism, Tibetanism. I don't know. There's so many different faiths out there. Mormonism. They just fly right into my brains. Doesn't matter about the faith, though. It doesn't matter about the faith. Sometimes they just want to open up and tell me some things. I'm telling you. I'll give you an example. Mama Cass wants me to let y'all know that she didn't die choking on a sandwich. That was baloney. And I'm being serious. You can look it up. Years later, they come out and they say, oh, that was a joke. Yeah, that's a nasty joke. She didn't die that way. Be respectful. You gotta find that respect and that peace. You gotta be at peace with yourself. When you get home, you gotta take your pants, jack it off, and do your thing and find that inner peace. Just get real good and comfy. There's no time. There's no time. You gotta listen to my brains. You gotta listen to them. They're telling me I have to go, so I have to end this call. But I want to thank you so much. Share this program. This is the path of truth. Listen to me and shut up. I know what I'm talking about because it's all in my brains. You better find your tub. Don't forget that. Please don't forget that. And please don't forget to call 562-396-5594. 562-396-5594. I'm back, folks, but it took me too long to get it. It took me too long to get it, and they knew why. They got this guy Albert running things, man. I'm telling you, they have like these. Right now, there's a security guard making the motion. Oh, time to get off. Time to get off. Think I care? I'm out of here soon, and near my brains. This dude don't even know that his uncle's talking to me in my brains. It's all a big joke until the laughing stops. It's all crying and despair until the laughing starts. That's what I'm talking about. That ball bounces up high, you better catch it. If you're going to catch that ball when it's bouncing up high before it hits again, you better raise your arm out and catch that ball. You bounced it. You don't let it keep bouncing down the street. No, you're going to catch that ball. You bounced it. They're in my brains, people. I hear extraterrestrials in my brains. That's why Granddaddy flipped out on me. I was out here back at they keeping me right where I made the scene. According to them, making the scene just because I was standing on the back of my truck. Handing out pamphlets, doing my thing, telling people about my voices, giving fortunes. And pet grooming. Lisa's very good, and Reggie, they groom pets. I start talking about my brains, and you can bring any pet you want, and they make them look real good. I know that's why I'm getting on. Alright, next time.